was just thinking there, you said, like, I want to go to, I'm like, what would I want to do with I don't know why I just thought is, imagine going to a theme park with Son Heung-min.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
his excitement when you're going down a roller coaster.
Brother, they're
like,
gonna think
MLS 플레이오프를 앞두고 현지 분위기가 한창 뜨겁습니다. 매일 플레이오프 전망도 쏟아지고 있는데요. 리그 대표 프로그램인 MLS 360의 진행자 케빈 이건 역시 방송에서 플레이오프에 대한 분석을 내놓기도 했습니다. 방송 중에는 특히 손흥민 선수에게 유독 호감을 보이는 장면도 있었습니다.
as a analyst and announcer, and you've sort of done it all, but you were also like a hype man for MLS and your cast that you're sort of carrying with you to bring this energy. But when you are there any new ways to talk about Messi to make it still feel new?
yes, he's the villain. He's the villain because
Isn't that wild?
Isn't that what? That's
Only
the thing.
here.
I know.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted him, and then all of a sudden he's performing and he's doing well. Oh, and by the way, here's the one thing that people are seeing now that maybe they didn't see before. He's a competitive beast, right?
Without a doubt,
People,
yeah.
he's going to the reporter. Can I
in
also say,
Miami,
just on
yeah.
the villain front, the fact that they have been not the most likable team to the masses, right? People want to nearly see Miami lose because of the amount of superstars that they've brought in and the way they're competitive beasts on the field, the way they'll go for every single inch and stretch the dark arts maybe and all that sort of stuff that we see from Miami. But now you see,
we see what you're doing, bro.
Son Heung-min come in.
Yeah.
If you want to talk WWE terminology, Messi has been the heel to a lot of people, and they're looking for Miami's downfall.
Right.
Whereas Son Heung-min has come in, and he's like the most friendly, lovable guy in the world.
메시는 세계에서 가장 사랑받는 축구 선수 중 한 명이지만 MLS에서만은 많은 논란을 일으키고 있는데요. 현지 매체 역시 리오넬 메시 경력 최초 빌런 이미지라는 기사에 한때 미국 전역에 뜨거운 찬사를 받던 메시였지만 이제는 과도한 메시 열풍으로 피로감을 느끼는 팬들이 늘고 있다. 특히 이번 시즌 들어 심판, 상대 선수, 감독과의 잦은 충돌로 그의 이미지가 점점 논란의 중심으로 옮겨가고 있다라며 진행 중인 논란에 입을 열었습니다. 뿐만 아니라 리오넬 메시 경기 후 뉴욕시티 FC 코치목 움켜쥐고 징계받다라는 기사에는 메시의 태도가 논란을 불러일으켰다. 경기 후 메시가 메흐디 발루치 뉴욕시티 코치의 목을 움켜쥐었다. MLS는 부적절한 신체 접촉으로 판단하고 벌금을 부과했다라는 내용뿐만 아니라 메시와 발루치의 사건 직전 주심과의 언쟁도 함께 조명했습니다.
You can have the cameras and the handshakes and everything. The only thing he cares about right now is that referee.
Yeah, he's going back to Joe Dickerson. Bruce Arena is the mediator.
I think Messi wants a second yellow.
MLS 360의 진행자 케빈 이건이 출연한 방송에서는 메시와 함께 손흥민 선수에 대한 이야기를 나누기도 했는데요.
Go for it. LAFC is the last one.
So here's the weird thing: LAFC have played Austin twice this year. Austin have won both games. So I just
And
don't.
their luck stops there.
That's the thing. I'm not conditioned by
Yeah.
that. They've yet to come up against fit and firing Denny Bouanga and Son Heung-min. Those guys were away on international duty when Austin won the last game. Austin, their defense has been much better than I thought it would be. Their attack, having spent 30 million, has not been as good as I thought it'd be. Now Vasquez is out with a long-term injury, but I'm picking LAFC in 2 here.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a long day for our friend Brad Stuber,
Sorry.
friend of the show.
But I love you.
He's a great lad,
He's a
Brad.
great guy, man.
I think in MLS, the most important thing you can do is catch momentum on the way into the playoffs, and the example of that this year would be LAFC.
100%.
without a doubt. All right, Western Conference winner, Alexis. Who do you got?
LAFC. I just glazed them enough. I'll do it a little more. I think Heung-min Son is one of those signings that when you think about what's a signing that can be impactful on and off the pitch, gets people to buy tickets, gets people talking, gets people outside the country even buzzing about it, but also makes your team so much better that you almost have to rethink how you're going to defend against them. Heung-min Son is exactly that.
Where is he? How is he not the perfect signing? Like, you could make an argument, even talking about Lionel Messi, that he doesn't do the interviews or put himself out there like maybe some people would want, like David Beckham did. Son Heung-min is the perfect signing. He's delivered on the pitch, great for the culture within the dressing room. The fans love him. The fans are showing out all over the world to watch him. It's just the most perfect signing. And with the relationship that he has with Bouanga, that was the biggest question heading into all this, was how would these two coexist? Son loves to drift to the left. That's Denny's position. Denny was getting linked with Liga MX. Doesn't happen. These two have formed this bromance, this stepbrothers, on the field. It's so cool to see. And now they don't even need a striker. It's just like let these two guys go, and you don't even need an Olivier Giroud type front.
Right. And I loved. I mean, we've been talking about this since Son joined the league, but he's a fantastic teammate.
Correct.
Just like
He's just a good dude.
He's just a good guy. Where it's just
I want to be his friend.
Yeah, where he's like, I saw.
want to go to a Korean barbecue because I bet he gets everything for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he was talking. There was some, I think, post match thing he did, and where he was like, "Oh, we're like trying to help Bouanga get the golden boot and stuff like that." And it's just like, but where that's on top of his mind, where he's like, "How do I support and help my teammates?" Anytime he gets an assist or somebody builds up in a play, like, "Hey, I'm pointing you out. I gotta hug you," and stuff like that. And that obviously is what a blessing to have that in your dressing room.
I was just thinking there, you said like I want to go to. I'm like, what would I want to do with? I don't know why I just thought is imagine going to a theme park with Son Heung-min.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
his excitement when you're going down a roller coaster.
Brother, they're
like,
gonna
although
think,
he's
they're gonna
too
think
nice.
you're gonna think that you're his security.
Also, he's too nice. He won't skip the line. You know what I mean? What's the point?
that's actually a fair point.
Yeah,
My
he's too
goodness.
nice. He's
No.
waiting in the back signing autographs.
No,
I don't wanna
Aaron
go on
Long
the ride.
says he's much better crack in the dressing room than we think. He's
Interesting.
much more like he's full of the banter,
Right.
full of the little pranks and the fun.
방송에 나온 진행자와 패널 모두 손흥민 선수를 향한 호감을 숨기지 않았습니다. 사실 손흥민 선수의 인간적인 면모는 입단 초기부터 동료들의 인터뷰를 통해 이미 확인되고 있었습니다.
Wonder just kind of what this week has been like for you guys to welcome a player of Son's profile, and then for him after just a couple days to make his debut. How has he adjusted? How have you guys adjusted, and what do you think tonight?
Yeah, obviously huge signing for the club, huge signing for the city of LA. Couldn't have gotten a better footballer, but also a better person. He came in, just a couple of days ago and was just watching his phone, counting down to see if he could get his visa in time to come on this trip. And a lot of these DP players, they come in and they're like, I'll play when I'm ready, or I'll play when it's time. And he was just immediately pushing to get here, to get on the trip, to be with the guys. Like you've seen the videos that have come out. He's going all around LA for the last 5 days. The guy hasn't slept. He hasn't eaten. He's done. He's just getting, because the city's so excited, right? They're already asking him to throw out the first pitch. They're already asking him to throw the jump ball for the NBA. Like they want him doing everything already. And then he still is trying to come on this trip, be a part of the team, be a part of the minutes, and it shows that the club goes after not only good footballers but good people that want to help this club become the best. So really excited about having him, and couldn't speak more highly of the last couple days we've had him.
Alex Calabrese from MLSsoccer.com. Ryan, there's a very select number of players who come to MLS and they bring a whole craze with them, Messi, Zlatan, Beckham, etc. What was it like being a part of that here in Chicago with Son and all the support that he got today?
Yeah, it was amazing. At first I was like, I think they're here for me or Sergi Valencia. But no, it's amazing. Obviously his following is worldwide, and there's a reason for it. He's phenomenal. You saw him come in 20, 30 minutes and change the game for us and offer something different than what we had in the first 60 minutes.
그저 훌륭한 사람, 손흥민, LAFC의 골 그 이상을 선사하다라는 기사에는 LAFC의 체른돌로 감독은 손흥민의 경기력보다 사람을 대하는 태도에 깊은 인상을 받았다. 특히 손흥민의 겸손함, 배려심, 인내심을 강조하며 정말 훌륭한 인간이라고 평가했다라며 손흥민 선수의 태도를 집중 조명하기도 했습니다. 케빈 이건이 출연한 방송은 MLS컵 우승팀에 대한 전망으로 마무리됐습니다.
And so who's going to win the whole thing? Alexis, you go first.
I think this is easy.
MLS Cup winner.
You got the biggest signing in MLS history, LAFC. That's
Okay.
right. Hemming Son Hemming. To me, it's the smartest decision any team has ever made is to sign Son Heung-min. He is clearly, dude. When you have an entire nation that can just watch him play in the game, they have a camera that just follows him. This is a smart pick,
Dude.
And
Even
he's
when
a great teammate, and I knew he'd be able to play centrally. We had this argument on the show, and I said he's going to be so good centrally, you're going to be shocked.
오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상이 재미있었다면 구독과 좋아요로 채널에 힘이 되어주세요. 더욱 유익한 이슈로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
I respect LAFC. I respect the names and the caliber of players that they have. But I feel like we can have a go. I feel like we could have a go with them.
So Austin versus LAFC. that is round one of the playoffs. It's set in stone. Just real quick, I know it's very early, but any predictions for the series overall? Who do you think makes it through? If you don't want to answer, it's also cool. If you want to say that you want to see how game one plays out, I would accept that answer.
LAFC의 상대인 오스틴 FC가 서부리그 순위 6위로 3년 만에 플레이오프에 복귀하면서 구단 안팎은 축제 분위기로 한창입니다. 오스틴 FC 팬들은 MLS 시즌 마지막 날 아직 경기 결과가 나오지 않은 상황에서 LAFC와 플레이오프 1라운드에서 맞붙는 가상 시나리오를 그리며 흥미롭게 리뷰를 이어갔습니다.
I want to start off with you, B. What is your take on the build-up to this best-of-3 series? Like I mentioned at the beginning of the pod, Austin has been out of the playoff picture for so long.
Oh, man, look, on paper, bro, on paper, I'm scared. On paper, Boanga season, the numbers, Heung-min Son being a part of this squad, on paper, I'm scared, bro. I respect LAFC. I respect the names and the caliber of players that they have. But I feel like we can have a go. I feel like we could have a go with them. I feel like we have an opportunity to go through. You know, is that a crazy take from my end?
It's not a crazy take. And let me add to your point here. Obviously, we know what LAFC is and has done this season. They're no secret. We know what where their success is coming from. Denny Boanga, Heung-min Son, proper DP players that are performing to the best level that they can.
Yeah.
And you know what, mate? There's been upsets in a lot of different sports. And I know that, you have to kind of hope and pray for an upset, but they happen. And the reality is that folks don't know, or maybe they're starting to learn this new best-of-3 series. But in the best-of-3, there is no extra time. But if Austin uses the back five, it works for them. They contain LA to either a 1-1 or a 0-0, hell, maybe a 2-2, right? If you get a draw, there's no extra time. You go straight to penalties. And what did I tell you earlier? Maybe on paper, B, it's 70% for LA, 30% for Austin FC. But if you make it to a penalty kick shootout, what does it turn to?
50-50,
It turns into a 50-50, mate. And if you had to put your money, your hard-earned cash, on Lloris or Brad Stuver in a penalty shootout, where's
Brad.
your money going? Bradley Scott Stuver. But the game plan for game 1B has to be that. Has to be go to LA, try to get something, either a win or a draw. You got nothing to lose because everybody has Austin FC out already.
Yeah.
Everybody has Austin FC out, eliminated.
The neutrals
down
have
and
them out. The LAFC fans have them out. Even some of our fans are saying we're out.
So this is house money, no? This is house money. And in the best-of-3 series, if you can get to a penalty kick shootout when you're an Austin FC playing against an LAFC, that's a way to get to game 2, which is at your house at Q2 with the ball in your court.
Yeah.
오스틴 팬들이 LAFC와의 가상 맞대결에서 자신감 넘치는 모습으로 선택한 전략은 바로 승부차기까지 끌고 가는 것이었습니다. 오스틴 FC 감독 역시 플레이오프 사전 인터뷰에서 LAFC에 대한 대비책을 전했는데요.
Y esta es la primera vez que Austin se va a enfrentar en un formato del mejor de 3 en los playoffs. ¿Cómo prepara el equipo para este tipo de formato y donde, si bien no es eliminación directa en un partido, puede llegar a eso y cada partido importa?
Bueno, yo tuve la experiencia en 2023 de jugar este formato. Es un formato muy americano, ¿no? Que viene también de otros deportes. Y bueno, si bien te da la opción de no quedar eliminado a primeras de cambio, ¿no? Entonces, como que te da más vida. Lo que es importante es que para nosotros tenemos que ganar un partido fuera de casa, eso seguro, y ganar el de casa para poder pasar. Es un formato en el que no hay empate después del partido, sino hay un ganador y un perdedor. Por lo tanto, tenemos que tener esa mentalidad de saber que podemos ir a penaltis y tenemos que estar bien preparados para esa opción. Podríamos ir a penaltis en los 3 partidos si se empatasen los 3 durante el minuto 90. Por lo tanto, tiene muchas diferencias a lo que un partido de knockout normalmente tiene. Por lo tanto, tenemos que estar preparados para todo eso.
감독 역시 플레이오프 대비책 우선순위로 승부차기 전략을 들고 나왔습니다. 서부리그 3위와 6위의 맞대결이지만 LAFC의 일방적인 우세 분위기는 여기저기서 나오고 있었습니다. 현지 매체에서도 오스틴 FC 플레이오프에서 LAFC를 상대로 험난한 과제에 직면하다라는 기사에 전력으로 보면 오스틴 FC는 이번 3전 2선승제 시리즈의 거대한 언더독이다. 데이터 분석 사이트에서는 오스틴의 2라운드 진출 확률을 17%로 예측했다. 이는 플레이인 경기를 거치지 않은 팀 가운데 가장 낮은 수치다. 하지만 오스틴은 정규 시즌에서 LAFC를 상대로 2차례 승리한 희귀한 팀이다. 2경기 모두 1대0으로 이겼고 LAFC를 유유슈팅 사회로 묶었다라고 분석했습니다. 기사는 이어서 하지만 그 경기에서 한 선수가 보이지 않았다. 바로 손흥민이다. 그는 2경기 모두 출장하지 않았다. 이제 오스틴이 취해야 할 가장 현명한 전략은 명확하다. 니코 에스테베스 감독의 수비 조직력을 믿고 스타 골키퍼 브래드 스투버를 믿고 손흥민과 득점 2위 부안가의 폭발적인 공격을 온몸으로 막아내야 한다라며 손흥민 선수의 결장으로 얻은 승리에 불안감과 경계를 드러냈습니다. 오스틴 감독과의 인터뷰에서 기자들 역시 손흥민 선수와 흥부 듀오의 우선순위를 둔 질문들을 던졌는데요.
Coach, it's no secret, Son is one of the best players. You know, since he got here, he's been terrorizing this league. Have you or any of your staff kind of focused in on him and see how you guys can maybe neutralize him? How do you plan on dealing with somebody like him? And what are some of his qualities that you like from him?
Well, I think Son is a player that has a lot of qualities. You know, he's a player that has enough speed to running behind. He's a player that in a 1v1 can go inside or go outside. Had a really good shot with the right foot and left foot. He also is a really good link-up play. Like he come underneath and he can lay off the ball really well. Also, he can turn, he can assist. Like he's a very, very complete player. This is why the numbers that he's having in just his arrival, he's making the difference for LFC, and he's making an impact in the league because he has all the attributes to be a top player in this league. And then for us is knowing where he likes to navigate a little bit, what resources we're going to need, what players we're going to need to focus on, and then what kind of movements he likes to do in order that we have very clear who is going to, step on him in some moments and how we can double team him some moments and all these things.
And then given what you've seen of Son and Bouanga together, how do you stop them?
I mean, I think it's a collective effort, I think probably since they've been playing, I think they've scored or contribute with assist in every game that they play together. The non-team has stopped them yet. This says a lot about the quality of these players. We feel confident on our talent, on our roster, and our players, but also a collective game plan that will allow us to do well. We know anytime you play against quality players that they can bring something out of nothing, and it doesn't matter how good your plan is. I always put example of Messi and Jordi Alba. Probably every team just train how to defend that combination throughout the whole time, and every game they have a chance or they score a goal throughout that combinations. For that reason, I think for us it's important that we focus on the collective. We focus on how we can deal collectively against them, but also how we can be better on the attacking third, in order that if they bring something out of nothing and they punish us, that we also can punish them.
영상 초반 등장한 오스틴 팬들의 자신있던 모습이 대진 확정 후에는 어떻게 변했을까요?
So Austin versus LAFC, that is round 1 of the playoffs. It's set in stone. Just real quick, I know it's very early, but any predictions for the series overall? Who do you think makes it through? If you don't want to answer, it's also cool. If you want to say that you want to see how game 1 plays out, I would accept that answer. Because we've never been in this part. We've never been in this part of town. These game 3s, or best of 3 series, they're different.
I want to see what the game 1 plays out, brother.
Okay, you're going to hold on.
I want to hold.
I'll say this. I'll say Austin has no right to win this series. They have no right to be ahead of LAFC because of obviously the names, the firepower, the way that LAFC has been playing this season with the introduction of Heung-min Son.
오스틴 팬들의 기대대로 승부차기로 끌고 갈지, 손흥민 선수의 돌풍을 이어가며 LAFC가 독주를 하게 될지 벌써부터 많은 관심이 쏠리고 있습니다. 오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상이 재미있었다면 구독과 좋아요로 채널에 힘이 되어주세요. 더욱 유익한 이슈로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
安喜莹就很像之前的安塞龙，非常像断层式，没有谁能拿得了。
看得出来，未来的4、5年，安喜莹的女单领域的地位基本上是稳的。
안세영 선수가 우승을 차지한 이번 2025 프랑스 오픈은 8강부터 결승까지 중국 선수들과 차례로 맞붙으며 그 어느 때보다 중국의 뜨거운 관심을 불러 모았습니다. 안세영 선수의 우승에 중국의 매체에서는 시즌 7번째 준우승, 프랑스 오픈 여자 단식 왕지이, 안세영의 0대2로 패배라는 기사에 왕지이는 이번 시즌 7번의 준우승을 했다. 그중 무려 6번이 안세영에게 패해 거둔 준우승이었다라며 중국 선수들이 넘어야 할 분명한 벽임을 확인시켰습니다. 이번 경기를 본 88 올림픽 금메달리스트이자 중국 배드민턴 레전드인 양양은 무너져버린 중국 선수들에게 일침을 날렸는데요.
昨天看了法国公开赛的决赛，安喜莹和王祉怡，比分悬殊还是比较大的，一个是3比21，一个是好像7比21，分数还是比较大的。我总觉得王祉怡就没有完全的能够发挥自己的水平。 他的打法还是太中规中矩了，也碰到强势思想的主导意识，应该是这么样。比赛之前要一个大的主导意识，我是拼他的，我不是说一定要赢，但是我要拼，我要把它拼出来，这一个主导意识。
실력보다 투지가 없어진 중국 선수들을 향해 쓴소리를 날린 건 양양뿐만이 아니었습니다. 5대21에 이어 7대21, 왕지이, 안세영에게 완패 이후 시상식 서 웃으며 너무 피곤했다 발언에 비판 쇄도라는 등의 기사로 선수들의 마인드를 문제 삼기도 했습니다.
Yeah, I feel like very tired. Yes, I think back to back, it's a very big challenge. So I think I have to take good rest and recover. I think she played better than me, and yes, I made some mistake. Yes, and I feel like my knees is a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, my knees. Yeah, so I just try my best every point. Yes. Yeah, I think every time I play with her, I can learn some new. And let's looking forward to next time.
결승이 열리기 전 중국의 매체에서는 중국 여자 단식 3인방 안세영 집중 견제, 무릎붕대 투혼 한국 천재, 체력 전서 이길까라는 기사에 프랑스 오픈 결승은 안세영 1명에게 3명의 중국 선수가 차례로 도전하는 마지막 전장이다. 마지막 주자 왕지이가 남았지만 승산은 점점 희미해진다라며 우승의 비관적인 메시지를 전했습니다. 중국이 우승 문턱에서 번번이 안세영 선수에게 막히자 수디르만컵에서 장진 중국 배드민턴 협회장에게 중국의 기자들은 올해 안세영을 한 번도 이기지 못했는데 어떻게 해야 하나라고 질문을 던졌습니다.
我认为安喜莹确实是一个很难得的一个天才，因为她很早就出来比赛，也积累了很多经验。之前对于何冰娇跟陈雨菲对她也是胜多负少，后来通过她自身的努力，慢慢的也在提升。那最后在巴黎奥运会获得了女单冠军。
중국 배드민턴 협회장마저 안세영 선수를 노력형 천재라고 말했습니다. 또한 이번 경기를 지켜본 중국의 전 배드민턴 선수 장유리는 안세영 선수가 압도적인 이유에 대해 설명을 했는데요.
单场安喜莹对战咱们国羽的王祉怡，第一局可是出现了5分的惨案，这事反正没有多少人聊啊。我特意查了一下数据，2025年来安喜莹的胜率高达93.5%，这个数字我觉得太亮眼了，直逼2014年赛季的林丹。很多人好奇她怎么能有这么恐怖的统治力。其实咱们都知道啊， 女生每个月难免有状态波动的那个时候，这很正常。但是在安启仁身上好像就没有这回事儿，只要他上场，在1/4决赛之前，比赛基本都跟砍瓜切菜似的。安喜莹最强的地方，也是其他女选手难以模仿了，就是她那变态的稳定性。她很少用蛮力重杀，更多的是靠拉吊跟软压，全程能保证自己的这个不丢重心，始终占据主动。再就是她的这个铁膝盖，上网接球时呢，基本都会留一条腿在中场，这样能很快的回位。可这动作对膝盖的伤害极大，不是谁都能学的。加上他的这个惊人的体能，还有大赛积攒下来的经验，23岁的安喜莹在赛场上真的是这个势如破竹啊！看得出来，未来的4-5年，安喜莹的女单领域的地位基本上是稳的，说不定呢就是女单 F4里笑到最后的那位。不过咱们国羽女单怎么打破这个困局，后续能有怎么样的突破，我跟大家一样都在拭目以待。
전 배드민턴 선수 왕소우는 중국의 가오팡제 선수의 응원을 잊고 안세영 선수의 실력에 계속해서 감탄만 하기도 했습니다.
安喜莹就很像之前的安赛荣，非常像，断层式，没有谁能打得了。我去，挺能帮我。哦，哎，漂亮！稳住，稳住，稳住，别急。安喜莹太稳了，千万不能急。小心，小心！太稳了，你看这控制，又进攻。哎呀，他这个收吊怎么这么打单打劈吊会多一点，对吧？但是他的那个收吊打的就非常的刁钻，他是在白线内的，那个点就非常的尖，而且质量非常高。是劈吊还是收吊，他的质量都可以保持这么的边线，这个就是他的能力，你知道吗？这就是为什么所有人打他都非常难。他太长时间没出来比赛了，再加上他之前有伤病嘛，不太适应场地也是有一定因素的，自己的状态也没有完全调节过来。哎呀，是新的。我去，滚我！咱们就给他后面的比赛继续加油吧，多鼓励鼓励他，真的。
중국의 매체에서는 계속된 중국 선수의 패배에 중국 여자 단식 선수들의 공황증이라는 기사를 통해 기술적인 차이도 존재하지만 결승에서의 대패는 심리적 붕괴가 더 큰 원인이다라며 중국 선수들에게 뼈있는 충고를 남겼습니다. 경기를 지켜본 중국의 팬들 역시 안세영 선수의 압도적인 기량차를 인정할 수밖에 없었습니다. 질 수는 있지. 근데 이렇게 형편없이 질 줄은 몰랐다. 왕지희는 경험도 많고 지금 전성기인데 5대21, 7대21은 좀 너무하잖아. 진짜 초등학생이 대학생이랑 경기한 수준임. 안세영 만나면 누구든 한 자릿수로 질걸? 여자 단식 역대급이다. 앞으로 5년 안에는 안세영 넘을 사람 없을 듯. 그래도 왕지희 파이팅하자. 안세영이 은퇴하지 않는 한 중국 여자 단식은 답이 없다. 안세영 이제 완전히 성장했네. 이제 성장이라니 이미 다 해먹었는데 이제 남은 건 고트 되는 것뿐이야. 안세영이 2028년 올림픽 여자 단식까지 또 우승하면 그땐 진짜 여자 배드민턴 고트 확정이다. 이미 고트인데 무적 안세영 진짜 무섭다. 중국 톱3가 달려들어도 못 이길 정도라니. 근데 겨우 23살이래. 진짜 괴물 맞아. 18살도 안 돼서 세계 랭킹 10위 찍고 21살에 올림픽 빼고 슈퍼 1000 다 쓸어버리고 여자 배드민턴 역사 통틀어 저런 기록 가진 사람은 안세영밖에 없어. 이번 대회로 안세영 선수는 자신이 기록한 단일 시즌 최다 개인 타이틀 10개에 단 하나, 세계 최고 기록 타이에 단 2개의 타이틀만을 남겨놓게 됐습니다. 이번 경기 직후 이제부터 내가 가는 길이 곧 역사라는 안세영 선수의 말처럼 압도적인 차이를 증명하며 올해 남은 대회에서 한국 배드민턴의 역사가 되기를 기대해봅니다. 오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상이 재미있었다면 구독과 좋아요로 채널에 힘이 되어주세요. 더욱 유익한 이슈로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
So it really has given us some momentum and some added belief that on a good day we can beat anybody.
Like, you don't really got to thank anybody at the end of the day. Like, if anything, he got to thank himself for putting the team on his back. You feel me?
It's
but
actually insane.
that just shows how humble he is as a person.
손흥민 선수의 LAFC가 드디어 오는 30일 MLS 재패에 나섭니다. LA BMO 스타디움에서 오스틴 FC와의 플레이오프 1라운드 1차전이 시작되면서 현지 매체에서는 손앤 부안과 LAFC의 브로맨스가 MLS 컵 꿈에 불을 지폈다라는 기사에 손흥민은 LAFC의 우승 여정을 상징하는 키워드로 자리 잡았다. 부안가도 손흥민과의 시너지 효과를 톡톡히 누리고 있다. 손흥민의 존재는 단순한 전력 보강을 넘어 LAFC의 정체성을 완성한 퍼즐 조각으로 평가된다. 겸손한 태도와 팀 중심적인 마인드는 클럽이 추구하는 문화와 완벽히 맞아떨어졌다라며 손흥민 선수의 태도가 LAFC를 더욱 특별하게 만들었다고 설명했습니다. MLS 팬들 역시 손흥민 선수가 보여주는 모든 태도에 호감을 보내고 있었습니다.
Look at LAFC, bro. Like, could anybody stop that team realistically?
So the best part about Heung-min Son in LA is that, and I don't know if you saw this clip, but he scores, I think he scored 2 against, is it Chicago? I forget who, but he scores twice. And he does this on-field interview with Apple TV, and he cooked, right? He like carried LAFC through that game. Best player on the pitch. You know, some guys also did their job.
Yeah.
But like, he's asked about it, asked about his performance, and he literally goes, I want to thank Hugo in goal, I want to thank Denny up front, I want to thank Steve, you know, Cherundolo, the manager, I want to thank Timmy Tillman. Like, he thanks everyone on the team but himself.
Which is crazy considering, like, bro played at the highest levels. He's the captain of the South Korean national team. Like, you don't really got to thank anybody at the end of the day. Like, if anything, he got to thank himself for putting the team on his back. You feel me?
It's
but
actually insane.
that just shows how humble he is as a person.
사실 이번 상대는 정규 시즌에서 2번 모두 LAFC를 1대0으로 제압한 오스틴 FC입니다. 하지만 현지 매체에서는 LAFC, 오스틴 FC전 해결책 준비 완료라는 기사에 오스틴이 이겼던 2경기에는 손흥민이 없었다라는 사실을 강조하며 손흥민 선수가 합류하는 경기들을 주목하고 있었습니다. LAFC 인터뷰 현장의 기자들 역시 손흥민 선수가 출전하는 오스틴전을 기대하고 있었습니다.
This will be the first chance against Austin with Sonny in the lineup. Obviously, he's a difference maker, but how do you see them accounting for him? They've beaten you twice, 1-0, very tight games. Do they have to change stuff because you have such an important player in the lineup? Do you expect them to? I know you don't know what they're going to do, but just sort of this chess match situation. How much of a factor do they have to sort of deal with in Son Heung-min?
You know, I don't know. I mean, that really is a question for Nico. And you know, we have ideas to use Sonny and Denis in critical areas.
From your perspectives, how would Sonny usually prepare for those big matches?
Well, obviously you have your own performance to prepare, but at the same time, with his status, he's one of our leaders. He's got experience and a lot of maturity, and he tried to lead, the team, the players around him. Try to bring, his knowledge of the game, of the competition, his experience, and and try, to give the best to the team, but we know how important is Sonny, and for sure he's going to play a big part of our team performance, because he's the kind of player that can decide, the result and can make the difference at any time of the game. So the first thing is to prepare as a team ourselves, to deliver a good performance, and then obviously individually we need to increase our performance, increase our game, and try to dictate the game that we want.
LAFC의 팀 동료들도 손흥민 선수가 함께하는 플레이오프에 기대를 하고 있었습니다. 홀링스헤드, 좋은 컨디션의 손흥민이 LAFC를 MLS컵으로 이끌 수 있다라는 기사에서는 LAFC는 이번 시즌 정규리그를 서부 3위로 마무리하며 강한 상승세 속의 플레이오프에 진출했다. 홀링스헤드는 이 성공의 가장 큰 요인으로 손흥민의 합류를 꼽았다. 그는 손흥민은 팀 분위기와 경기력을 모두 바꾼 선수라는 말과 함께 손흥민이 합류한 뒤 우승의 꿈은 현실이 됐다라며 다가올 경기에 기대를 모으고 있었습니다.
You mentioned that the biggest difference between last year and this year is that players are more hungry and more eager. How much part has Son played in that?
Yeah, I think his arrival at a certain moment in the season was important, and you know we had a great start, first game in Chicago, and then away in New England, and just never really looked back from there. And so it really has given us some momentum and some added belief that on a good day we can beat anybody.
You've spent much of your career next to Sonny, and I'm just wondering your perspective on what how he has changed this team, how he has prepared, the impact he can have going into the playoffs, and just what he's like as a teammate, what he's like to play with.
No, Sonny used to have this responsibility. He used to have a big influence on his team, on his teammates. You know, it's not only on the field but also off the field. He's someone really positive. Brings a lot of energy, and also likes to give confidence to his teammate around him. But you can see already his impact. You know, it's been only a couple of weeks now, but his influence is huge. You know, and obviously we all want to see Sonny succeeding in the MLS, and we need to work even harder. You know, to help him, you know, to achieve what he wants and what he come for, you know.
현지 매체에서는 오스틴 FC 감독, 아직까지 아무도 그들을 막지 못했다라는 기사로 오스틴의 쉽지 않은 경기를 예측했는데요.
And then given what you've seen of Son and Bouanga together, how do you stop them?
I mean, I think it's a collective effort, you know. I think probably since they've been playing, I think they've scored or contribute with assist in every game that they play together. Then non-team has stopped them yet.
인터뷰에서 기자들은 벌써부터 손흥민 선수의 대표팀 차출에 대한 우려의 질문을 했습니다.
And I believe there is another international match that is upcoming next month. And I hope that LAFC is going to still play at that time. But at this moment, how are you going to prepare for during that period? Because Sonny's going to likely go back to South Korea for the national team.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I haven't thought about it. I choose not to think about it. I know it's coming. I have a calendar as well.
MLS컵은 독특한 경기 방식 때문에 매해 어느 팀이 우승하게 될지 예측하기가 힘들다고 하는데요. 그럼에도 손흥민 선수가 센세이션을 일으키길 MLS도 팬들도 기대하고 있습니다. 오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상이 재미있었다면 구독과 좋아요로 채널에 힘이 되어주세요. 더욱 유익한 이슈로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
I'm just going to tell Wiley, don't even ever again suggest that he might be somewhere else next year. Like, I felt that in my chest a little bit. I don't want to think about Ha-Seong Kim not wearing a Braves uniform in 2026.
부상과 슬럼프로 힘든 시간을 보냈던 김하성 선수가 애틀랜타로 옮긴 뒤 상황이 완전히 달라졌습니다. 짧은 시간 안에 놀라운 반등을 보여주며 팬들의 마음까지 단숨에 사로잡은 것인데요. 현재 김하성 선수는 메이저리그 유격수 FA 최대어이자 애틀랜타가 절대 놓치고 싶지 않은 선수로 떠오르고 있습니다. 김하성 선수가 애틀랜타에 첫 등장했을 때부터 현지 중계진과 팬들은 애틀랜타의 가장 큰 고민이었던 유격수 문제를 해결해줄 선수라고 평가했습니다.
Some new faces, CJ, for the Atlanta Braves. Let's start with Ha-Seong Kim. The Braves getting him from Tampa Bay, and he is in the lineup and the starting shortstop tonight.
BG, this is a pretty exciting addition right now for the Atlanta Braves. The conversation about shortstop position, the shortstop market, not very good this offseason. And so what do the Braves do? They claim Ha-Seong Kim off of waivers. There's a player option for next year. This is a guy who's done some things in his career. He started it off with the San Diego Padres after 7 years of playing professionally in Korea, and he's been pretty good. A Gold Glove for him in 2023. Now, that was a utility year for him. He played mostly second base, but he has played mostly shortstop in his big league career. He's dealt with an injury, comes back this year. We're very excited to have Kim with the Atlanta Braves.
The shortstop position has been a question mark to some degree for the past couple of years. Even when Orlando Arcia was at his best, it was a question mark, right? We knew the defense was there, the bat, you know, here and there, and then the defense started going away too. They put Nick Allen there. Nick Allen plays Gold Glove defense, but he does not have a Silver Slugger.
it is what it is. So if you want to get a shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim seems to fit the bill, and I think he makes sense to bring back.
And what should we be expecting the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Ha-Seong Kim primarily, if not the whole time. That's the reason that he's here. And, I think they got to a point where with this particular team, since driving in runs has been a problem, having a shortstop position as a whole that doesn't have a home run all year is not good. And so nothing against Nick Allen, but he wasn't cutting it at the plate for the way this team's constructed. So it's going to be Ha-Seong Kim as the primary shortstop. Ha-Seong Kim's going to give you more of a chance to put some crooked numbers up on the scoreboard. So it's Kim from here on out, unless he gets hurt. I think it's almost like, at some point, you have to tip your hat to Nick Allen and say thank you for your service.
기대는 생각보다 오래 걸리지 않았고 팀과 팬이 바라는 역할을 확실히 해냈습니다.
He has loved what he has seen from Ha-Seong Kim on the defensive side. Obviously, offensively, the numbers have been good as well. But to me, that was a really good sign. Gives you the rubber stamp on your defense. Coming off shoulder surgery, that's great news.
It is, and this lineup just feels different with him there. And it's not a knock on Nick Allen, not meant to be, because he did such an excellent job in the field. We know that the bat lagged a little bit, but you can feel the difference here. And there's obviously no Austin Riley right now either. And you just kind of get excited about the idea of Ha-Seong Kim being in this uniform next year because of what he brings to the table. It's been the one position where there has been a question mark for this team.
And he's shown that pop, the couple of homers on the road trip, 9-game hit streak right now for Kim.
I'm just going to tell Wiley, don't even ever again suggest that he might be somewhere else next year. Like, I felt that in my chest a little bit. I don't want to think about Ha-Seong Kim not wearing a Braves uniform in 2026.
김하성 선수는 팀 전력을 보강하는 핵심 선수로 자리 잡으며 구단의 마음에도 깊은 인상을 남겼습니다. 브레이브스 중계진, 김하성 대체 블록버스터급 선수 제안이라는 기사에는 애틀랜타 단장 알렉스 안토폴로스, 김하성과 함께하길 바란다. 대체 카드로 언급된 선수들, 김하성만큼의 수비력은 없다. 현지 해설진, 김하성을 대체하기는 쉽지 않다라는 말로 현재 상황을 알렸습니다. 김하성 브레이브스 잔류, 이것이 큰 변수될 수도라는 또 다른 기사에서는 김하성 선수가 애틀랜타에서 보여준 팀 케미가 잔류를 이끌 수 있는 중요한 요인이라고 평가하며 김하성의 수비는 이미 입증됐고 팀 동료들과의 유대감이 놀라울 정도로 빠르게 형성됐다. 애틀랜타 팬들은 일찌감치 그를 팀의 일원으로 받아들였다라고 전했습니다. 김하성 선수는 실력뿐만 아니라 겸손함과 성실함, 동료들과의 유대감도 높게 평가되고 있습니다. 이런 팀 분위기는 사실 샌디에이고 시절부터 이어졌었습니다.
Ha-Seong Kim, 사랑해, love you buddy, I'll see you in the final.
자, 후반기에 장타율
애틀랜타에서도 김하성 선수는 빠르게 팀의 일부가 됐습니다.
Well, and CJ, your point about clubhouse chemistry and the Ha-Seong, I think everybody in this dugout, particularly the infield, has gotten a real kick out of having his personality added to the dugout, especially him and Ozzy Albies. I know winning cures all, and it's easy to have fun when you're winning. Obviously, Braves playing very well, but I mean, he and Ha-Seong were just relentless on each other in the pregame availabilities on this past road trip.
Yeah, and again, it would just be so nice to have him back, right? That player option that's sitting out there. Everybody knows the position is thin in free agency. It's very difficult to get your hands on a shortstop right now. So we know that he loves it here, and we'd like him to know we love him back.
Absolutely.
현지 팬 커뮤니티, 스포츠 토크 ATL 역시 이번 오프시즌 브레이브스가 반드시 해야 할 일은 김하성과의 연장 계약이라고 보도했습니다. 이런 팬들의 목소리를 반영하듯 브레이브스, FA 시장 앞두고 내려야 할 하나의 결정이라는 기사에는 FA 시장이 열리기 전 애틀랜타가 가장 먼저 결정해야 할 사안으로 김하성 선수의 계약 문제를 꼽으며 김하성은 선수 옵션을 포기하고 FA에 나설 가능성이 높다. 구단이 먼저 연장 계약을 제안해야 한다라며 애틀랜타 내부의 위기의식을 전했습니다. 거기에 더해 애틀랜타의 한 팬은 왜 애틀랜타가 김하성을 반드시 잡아야 하는가라는 영상으로 팬들의 마음을 대변했습니다.
He picks up the $16 million player option, all good and well. If he doesn't and goes to free agency, Braves have already said we really want him. Okay, you're going to have to pay up. We need Ha-Seong Kim. We got to have him. We got to have him. And yes, we do. But let's get into the pros of Kim staying. It's a big upgrade, and I mean that. It is a big upgrade from what the Braves have had at the shortstop position for the past 3 years. The other pro for me is that Kim fits the profile I think the Braves are trying to move toward. The years that he stays healthy all season are the years that he puts up really good numbers. And I think the Braves need some more guys like that. The other pro for me is the speed element. We didn't see much of that this year, but again, the injuries, the back issues, all of that. But he's had 2 seasons of over 30 steals. The other thing is team chemistry. He seemed to get along with most of the guys there, if not all of them, but especially with Profar, them having experience together in San Diego and with Ozzie. But I felt like, bringing him in and getting that feel for him, he seemed like a great fit in the clubhouse and heard nothing but good things about him. And I think there definitely are some pros. We've got to have this, and it's way better than what you've been getting the last 3 years. So the player option decision for Ha-Seong Kim, it's 5 days after the World Series ends. So November 3rd at the earliest, November 6th at the latest is when we'll know for certain on Ha-Seong Kim. Obviously, they could work out a deal before then, but, Scott Boras, so doubt it.
과연 간절히 원하는 애틀랜타에서 김하성 선수를 잡게 될까요? 내년 시즌 더 좋은 활약으로 많은 경기에서 김하성 선수를 응원하게 되길 기대해 봅니다. 오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상이 재미있었다면 구독과 좋아요로 채널에 힘이 되어주세요. 더욱 유익한 이슈로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
And it makes me think what might have been if Son had been available for the whole season.
MLS 2025 시즌 정규리그의 대미를 장식할 결정의 날이 다가왔습니다. 손흥민 선수의 LAFC는 2위 경쟁을 위해서, 콜로라도는 승점 1점이라도 챙기지 못하면 시즌이 끝날지도 모르는 플레이오프 티켓 사수를 걸고 마지막 대결을 펼칩니다. 이번 주말은 단순한 리그 일정이 아닌 서부 컨퍼런스 순위와 플레이오프 진출팀을 놓고 치르는 치열한 경기가 될 예정인데요.
Really gives us a good chance on the weekend if we win. So we love that we've put ourselves in a spot on the last match day in a tight conference that we can win our home game. And yes, of course we have to get past a really good LAFC team with Bouanga and Son coming back into the team, I'm sure. Obviously one of the best teams in the league.
콜로라도는 홈 이점을 최대한 활용하려는 전략을 세우고 있지만 손흥민과 부앙가가 복귀한 LAFC의 공격력을 경계할 수밖에 없는데요. 콜로라도 관계자들 역시 이번 경기가 팀의 운명을 가를 결전이라며 절박한 입장을 강조했습니다.
Es ahora o nunca para los Rapids en esta fecha que viene. Es Decision Day, el último día de la temporada regular donde a los Rapids les toca LAFC, nada más y menos que a Denis Bouanga, Heung-min Son y compañía. Y obviamente esos dos jugadores que yo menciono, Mauricio, son los dos protagonistas, los mejores jugadores que tiene LAFC.
Estamos felices de llegar a la última fecha vivos, porque es a matar o morir. Ganamos, pensamos en otros resultados y podemos avanzar.
Este sábado contra LAFC, porque aunque con una victoria, nada está garantizado para llegar a los playoffs. Así simplemente sacar el resultado, pero a la vez, ¿qué cosas tienes que considerar cuando viene un LAFC aquí? Ellos igual, que vienen motivados a conseguir un resultado en términos de dónde van a quedar en la tabla de la Conferencia del Oeste.
Si no hacemos el trabajo acá, no hay mañana. Yo creo que el plato está servido para una gran jornada. Tenemos que llenar este estadio, necesitamos meter presión.
Que obviamente para LAFC, pero más que nada para los Colorado Rapids que se están jugando su futuro en los playoffs para 2025 en la MLS.
콜로라도는 손흥민 선수의 등장과 함께 상승세를 타고 있는 LAFC를 상대하기 위해 홈팬들의 힘이라도 빌려야 하는 상황인데요. 현지 매체에서도 라피즈, LAFC와의 결정전 앞두고라는 기사에 이 경기를 놓친다면 시즌이 끝날 수도 있다는 것을 콜로라도 감독과 선수 모두 알고 있다. 홈팬들의 응원은 단순한 열기가 아닌 팀을 지탱하는 마지막 보루다. 콜로라도의 시즌이 걸려있다라는 표현으로 절박함을 드러냈습니다. 이어 기사에서는 반면 LAFC는 이미 상위권을 확보 중이지만 순위를 더 끌어올리기 위해서는 이번 경기가 중요하다. 손흥민의 슈팅 하나, 결정 하나가 균형을 깨뜨리는 결과를 가져올 것이다라며 이번 경기의 핵심 키로 손흥민 선수를 꼽았습니다. 뿐만 아니라 MLS 공식 사이트도 이번 경기의 주요 변수를 손흥민 선수로 지목했습니다. 기대 득점 분석 2025년 결정의 날을 앞둔 주요 이정표들이라는 기사에는 손흥민이 지난 8월 MLS에 합류한 이후 LAFC의 기대에 완벽하게 부응하고 있다. 그는 합류 후 9경기에서 8골 3도움을 기록하며 팀이 6승 1무 2패의 성적을 거두는데 핵심적인 역할을 했다. 다가오는 디시전 데이 콜로라도전에서 손흥민이 눈에 띄는 활약을 펼친다면 MLS 역사에 남을 가장 역동적인 데뷔 시즌 주인공으로 이름을 올릴 수 있다. 특히 손흥민이 이번 경기에서 멀티골을 기록할 경우 그는 리그 역사상 단 2명의 선수만이 달성했던 진기록에 합류하게 된다. 2000년 마마두 디알로와 2002년 카를로스 루이스가 세운 데뷔 10경기 10골 이상 기록에 손흥민이 새로운 이름으로 나란히 오르게 되는 것이다 라는 말과 함께 디시전데이 무대에서 손흥민은 득점이든 어시스트든 팀의 흐름을 바꿀 힘을 가지고 있다라며 MLS의 새로운 기록에 대한 기대감을 드러냈습니다. 그러면서 대부분의 축구 전문 채널에서는 손흥민 선수가 더 많은 경기를 뛰지 못한 데에 아쉬움을 표하기도 했습니다.
We're looking at Colorado and Dallas missing out. Wow. By the way, Colorado Rapids, they're playing LAFC.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say who their matchup was.
So when you're talking about one of the hottest teams in Major League Soccer, the most informed teams, with Denny Bouanga and Son Heung-min, this is the team. Look at how phenomenal. Also, Bouanga's chasing the Golden Boot. So he, in his mind, he's also chasing the MVP, even though I think we all think Lionel Messi, it's going to be unanimous. You have to have that type of conviction and belief. These two are a special pairing, and if they can pick up where they left off heading into the international break, they are going to be one of the front runners for MLS Cup.
Yeah, I'm really excited about watching these two back for LAFC, not just in this decision day, but for the rest of the playoffs. I think they're my favorite to come out of the West, and I know, looking at you, know that
San
hits
Diego,
close to
once
home.
we're not saying here.
But
Well,
since,
LAFC and Vancouver are the two, for me, the two front runners.
But in terms of a dynamic duo, they're the best dynamic duo in Major League Soccer. And it makes me think what might have been if Son had been available for the whole season. And I'm just going to say this. In terms of form, I went back and looked through it. Denny Bouanga has been the hottest forward, hottest player in Major League Soccer since the end of August. Lionel Messi is in that conversation, and Son Heung-min. So you have two of the three hottest players in the last month and a half, 2 months, on the same team going into a playoffs.
현지 매체에 LAFC 콜로라도 원정에서 정규 시즌 마무리, MLS 결정의 날 임박하다. 결정의 날 앞두고 순위로 매겨본 MLS 컵 우승 후보 5팀 등의 기사에는 디시전 데이의 주요 팀들 가운데 손흥민, 팀의 즉각적인 성공을 가져오다라며 손흥민 선수의 존재가 팀 성공의 핵심 키로 다뤄지고 있었습니다. 마지막 결전을 앞둔 팀 동료의 인터뷰에서도 손흥민 선수에 대한 믿음은 굳건했습니다.
La llegada de Sonny, yo sé que todo el mundo les pregunta a todos ustedes,
normal.
Pero normal, caramba, fue una inyección de entusiasmo, de energía, de humildad, de ganas, de cariño, caramba, de todo este Sonny.
Sí, sí, la verdad que espectacular desde que ha llegado, no solo dentro del campo. Yo sé que todo el mundo lo destaca, pero es que es verdad. Fuera del campo es una maravilla tenerlo. O sea, es el primero que en los entrenamientos exige a todo el mundo, concentración, los detalles. Vamos a entrenar bien porque al final los entrenamientos, si tú te acostumbras a entrenar bien, a vigilar los detalles, a finalizar jugadas, a hacer todo como toca en el partido, es mucho más fácil. Así que él nos ha traído un poquito esa experiencia que él tiene y esa ambición, y la verdad que estamos felices y solo hay que ver cómo corre, no solo que la gente está claro, estamos viendo todos los goles con derecha, con izquierda, cómo combina, cómo pasa, pero cómo corre, cómo trabaja cómo cómo pide el balón al espacio y a veces no se lo dan. Sigue. Entonces, eso es lo realmente valioso de él y muy, muy agradecidos de tenerlo.
손흥민 선수는 LAFC 공격의 중심으로 자리 잡으며 경기의 흐름을 좌우할 주요 요소로 평가되고 있는데요. 정규리그를 마치고 플레이오프에 손흥민 선수가 어떤 활약을 펼칠지 MLS 역시 벌써부터 기대를 모으고 있습니다. 오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상이 재미있었다면 구독과 좋아요로 채널에 힘이 되어주세요. 더욱 유익한 이슈로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.